Good evening, friends. I'm Sanjay Agrawal. I'm at the DEF set. This is a 3-day conference come exhibition. And we have these two young men. They're from LEOLABS.
Yep.
So this is about space industry.
Yep.
So we have Mr. Terry. He's from Australia. He's an ex-Australian Air Force.
That's right.
And we have Rachit Bhatia. So he's based out of California.
Yes.
So first we'd like to talk about your company. You could tell us when, like yesterday, as on the panel,
Right.
you were telling about a lot of things.
Yep.
Means what's happening in the space.
Yeah. Okay. So, LEOLABS is a US company, but I run the subsidiary in Australia, and it's a company which is doing space surveillance of low Earth orbit with ground-based radars. And we're building these radars all around the world, so we can map all the objects in low Earth orbit and maintain a dynamic map of what their orbits are. And we use that for space traffic management, for safety of flight, to work out collision risks between spacecraft and space junk and debris and other spacecraft. And we also do it to monitor what's happening in terms of irresponsible actions and potential threats in low Earth orbit there, and basically produce indicators and warnings. So some people like to equate us to like Google Maps for space, but a real-time map. It's always changing in low Earth orbit. It's a very dynamic orbital environment.
Rachit, coming to you,
Yes.
like depth set. So you've been here for last, you've been on 27th, you've attended all these sessions.
Right.
So what do you think is the key takeaway when we leave from here tomorrow? So what's going to be like the defense has interacted with the industry people?
I think it's a great experience to be part of this event. First of all, it has been long that such a thing was required in India, where an event which not just encompass defense arena, space arena, industry, commercial agencies, bringing all of them together. I think that itself is a big achievement.
So it's kudos to the set,
Absolutely.
the organizers,
Absolutely.
SATCOM Industry Association.
Absolutely.
And coming back to you,
Yep.
like when we were talking yesterday, when Ambassador Sood was there, and then we were talking about space diplomacy. So I wanted you to talk something about what,
Okay.
where the other countries,
Yeah.
means as India, how do they take India today?
Right. Well, when I was talking about diplomacy yesterday, I was really saying that it starts with information and a transparency of what's going on in space and in our case, low Earth orbit. With that sort of information coming from commercial agencies, not really from governments now, but being shared through our customers and even on Twitter and things like that, we're starting to get a different diplomacy forming. Where countries like India, Australia, other Western countries have more say there to talk about better practices in space, more responsible actions, and hopefully that makes space more sustainable in the long term. We get better operations going on. There's lots of commercial activity now, so governments need to realise commercial activity, especially in low Earth orbit, is bigger than their activity. So they have to actually work with commercial
Right.
players and actually have to share information, and we're part of that process.
Right. And Rachit, my question to you, since the first session in the morning today, when we were having two Air Vice Chief, and then we were also having the ISRO chairman, and we also had the DRDO ex, Dr. Satish Reddy.
Yes.
And he is now the advisor to the Raksha Mantri, our Minister for Defense, Rajnath Singh. So what did you feel that what they're trying to convey, did the industry get the message?
I think so, yes. I think it is very important to lay out a plan and a vision. I think they very much did that. And with the new space policy coming out, it becomes important to hear from the individuals leading these agencies, right? The government has already made clear what is the role of each agency, but there are limitations to what you can put in a document and what you can lay out as a vision in your address. So I think that was very well put forth in today's session, and there was mention about not stepping on each other's toes.
Yes.
So that was a good thing, because it has to be a synergetic whole of nation approach which is being taken, which I think is very much appreciated. And I think the question that you have asked, that has the industry been tasked to do certain things? Yes, they have, and I think the requirements have been laid out, and I'm sure the way the industry is coming up, the startups are coming up, and not just the industry in India, LEOLABS, and all the other international partners are more than happy to step up and provide these solutions.
Right, and lastly about our Prime Minister, Narendra Modi ji, since he's assumed office, so he's going about to make India real, we are in the race to become a superpower in the coming, we are going to be 100 years old in 2047 when it's independence we got from the Britishers. So do you think our Prime Minister is on the right track, and the countrymen are also, he's doing good?
Well, I mean, he's doing lots of different things and really energising the country in many respects to try and become a global power in these different areas, including space. It's very heartening, I think, to see also the international cooperation that's coming out of your Prime Ministership, part of that, like the Quad initiative. So that's important for Australia, Japan and the United States sort of to work together on different programs and work together as industries as well. So I think it looks like it's a very good initiative coming out of the Indian government. I hope to see it develop, and also, actually see some international cooperation moving ahead as well.
Yeah. So I think thank you, Rachit, and thank you for being here, coming to India.
Yep.
And I hope to see many more such events, maybe this year, and like DefSet is going to be there again next year.
Good.
And they're also having another event about space somewhere in July.
Yep.
I think it's, I'm not sure the dates, but possibly we'll get the dates, Space Congress.
Yeah.
So hope to see you there again, both of you.
I'm going to become a frequent flyer to Delhi, I think.
Wonderful. So see you again in July.
Okay.
Thank you, Sanjay Agrawal.
Thank you.